The overturning of this landmark decision that's been in place for nearly 50 years is rare. It's not often we see reversals by the Supreme Court of cases this high profile. Dr. Denise Nation is the chair and associate professor of history, politics, and social justice at Winston-Salem State University. She said this decision could have long-term implications.
And so it's also concerning in the sense that if the court is willing to overturn its own precedent on this particular issue, we have to be cognizant that the court probably is open to overturning other precedents, and so that then becomes concerning and problematic, in my opinion.
Dr. Nation also said while this is fundamentally a case involving women's rights, the overturning of this ruling impacts everyone.
Because if fathers are involved in these decisions around family, how do we create family? How do we move forward with our family? Are we ready for family work and family life and family balance? You know, how does that impact folks? So it's not just the peeling away of the fundamental rights of females in this society, but it also is impactful for males as well.
Dr. Nation again emphasized elections have consequences and that it's important for citizens to embrace the fundamental right to vote. I definitely think this decision opened a lot of people's eyes to what can happen in politics and why it's important to get involved on local, state, and national levels, because it's up, you know, basically when you vote, that makes some of the decisions.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say, is that this puts the spotlight now back in your home turf, right? So now, if you don't know where you stand on this, you probably need to do some research and figure out where you need to be with it, and then you vote accordingly, because that's the only way that you're going to affect your particular area, your state, your region, really.
And taking like just a bigger picture look, think about the extraordinary last 2 days we've had.
Yeah.
We've had some decisions over gun rights and gun control legislation for the first time since the 90s. Today, a decision that was, the last major decision was 50 years ago. I mean, we've had some major cases, and I mean, if you think about it, gun rights and abortion are two of the most controversial topics that you can bring up in society.
And I was also thinking about that, the conversations people are going to be having and how it's important that we remain respectful, because even people in the same household might be on different sides of this abortion issue, or people at your job or people within your church even. So I think it's important that we remember, you know, you got to respect other people's opinions even if they differ from your own.
Civil conversations would be good. And also just remember, it all comes back to our political system, that the biggest power we all have is the power to vote.
Stay out of the comments on Facebook, right? Like that, I mean, this...
People say one thing, they start battling with each other. You could be talking about ice cream and then you're going to end up talking about politics near the end of the day.